Just roll. They'll come and join.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Okay. So, generally speaking, we don't know. However, don't laugh yet. If you guys noticed, there was a notice that there was a dimensional, like they somehow broke through the dimensional barriers and got into our dimension. So my guess, we know that O12 was out of containment. We don't know when that happened, if it was during the nuke or afterwards. It's possible that O12, that they exited O12 throughout, it's possible that the bull has left O12 and came out and explored.
Currently, the innovation department will be trying to find the connection between. We're mostly looking for the terminal. Seeing if anything stands the dome. We're gonna try and see what has happened to, considering that the recent invasion from Dimensional Instance 012-13, I think, appeared in Glacier, as well as like any other changes that have happened here. So far, the terminal has not been sighted, but O12 has been recovered by TC. However, O12 now is changing in various shades of color.
Malcolm, it's stopped. It's just bright red now.
Well, that's
okay. So,
good.
can we?
Wait, wait, Pixel. Yeah. No. Hot dog goes, and then Pixel starts talking. Just wait.
Mika, can I chip in for a second? NTSH, stop fucking with people's cameras with a drone, and people, if the drones are getting in your way, feel free to shoot them. That's all. Go ahead.
Thank you.
Also, ID, I'm gonna be doing another brief after this is done, so stay here.
I tell the RW trying to go into
Mic
lower
off.
EA.
Tell them to stop and kill them.
No, don't kill them.
RW are going into lower. I told them they can't, and they went in anyways, and I started killing them, and they killed me.
Dude, clip that shit.
They killed me.
Okay, NTSH, go respond
It
to
was Freckle and... No, it wasn't Freckle. It was... Book. It was their high command.
Oh my fucking god.
Robin?
Killed Robin.
No.
Wow.
I'm underground.
I'm gonna go detain the other one.
Yeah, don't kill them. Detain them. Okay.
Hold on, question.
They're probably going 012.
Loud.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, I have a question.
They're going all the way down.
Are they? Are they at red?
I don't know. I freaking died again.
Hey, if you're respawning, could you go to a different VC? Try not to clutter up the comms for the debrief. Thanks.
Who is watching TV in the background?
Michael, let me say something real quick. If any of you have questions...
Hey, can I have
if you have
TC
any-
come to EA?
Don't worry, I have it
RW keep trying to get into lower EA, and they keep approaching.
Guys, if you have any questions
you're all
within this,
here.
can line up here in the middle after Pixel's done.
Joint VC2 challenger.
Oh yeah, that's cool. Yeah.
Oh, my mic was muted on my recording the whole time. Fuck.
All right. Anything else, real?
Wait. Who's at O12 right now? Where is it?
It's in red.
Red. Which chamber?
All right.
Oh no.
So TC, that's notes of improvement going forwards, alongside with ID and SC HICOM. We've seen the cost of failure when it comes to responding to O12's distress calls now. That was what, like they were on site for like 40 minutes and then nuke got set off, and that was the only way we killed them. So yeah, start working on that. ID, I advise that you begin looking into the and start working on termination attempts to figure out what is effective at killing it. On
Copy, we
that
are
note,
currently-
SC, who we got here from High Command?
We got Aiden. We got. I
Aiden
think we
might
still have
still be here.
monkeys.
All right,
Yeah,
yeah.
there.
Aiden, Monkeys, Kiko, if you
Yeah,
want to
get
come
up
up.
to-
Just anyone who was responding and has anything to contribute about what was effective and ineffective against the Gregor instance we saw today. If you're not High Command, just get in the queue at the bottom. We'll start off with High Command and then go from there.
Monkeys, if you can go, and then I'll speak since you went up there already.
Alright, cool.
Mic
So,
off.
What we noticed is that when they die, they don't actually like fall apart like usual. They normally are just facing downward into the floor, still running. They usually would die from anywhere from 10 to 20 tank shells, but the one at ME earlier seemed to be immortal, or have like a ton of health. Tanks appear to be the most effective way to counter them because they move way too fast for Battlehawks to kill them. And they can also jump up super high to kill the Battlehawks. We also noticed that you can run them over. Now, unsure about other vehicles, but with the tank you can run them over. It will instantly kill them, but it will kill all the people in the tank.
Oh my goodness.
So keep that in mind. It's hard for them to kill people inside of a tank, unless you get close. If you get close, it will, yeah. 6 to 8 shots on them.
Mic on.
It could probably do it if it was closer, but they just move too fast, and it's better because of how laggy they are to just use a tank.
And sorry, continue.
Yeah, and then also they basically just
Mic off.
if you run them over, it insta kills them, but it also insta kills you, and they can kill people in vehicles and in tanks.
Mic on.
And did we confirm that they do not have a thermal signature?
They do not.
They do not.
Okay. Real quick before we continue on, could someone explain
No, no heartbeat either.
the
Rebecca.
fog mechanics? Because we noticed that there was anomalous enhancements to fog while they were in the area. Could someone explain when and how that happens?
I'm just gonna relay what Biohazard say. It seems to be within your like anywhere between 1,000, 2,000 studs away from the anomaly. It'll make your fog just naturally become denser. But once you fly away, it'll go back to normal.
Okay.
Also, don't forget how it was switching between day and night constantly right before it began, and then it was always night afterwards.
All right. Aiden or Zindex, which you two wants to go first?
I guess I'll go up.
All right.
Okay. For the most part,
Mic
I was
off.
in Wilbur the entire time playing news reporter with our funny little visitor, so I don't have much information, but from what I noticed, as we confirmed earlier, they don't have thermals. They seem to run faster than any ground vehicle we have, and they can also jump to any height they want to get to any aerial vehicle. The only vehicle I know that is definitely faster than it is an Osprey in S-Fall mode. A Lil Bird was struggling to get away from them without using a significant height advantage to gain momentum. From what I noticed with the tanks, somehow they are able to even disassemble them when the tank crew dies. I've seen several tanks just ripped in half or something with their tracks dislocated from the tank across the map. I'm not sure how that happened, but I would say that the tank is out of commission. And as Magic Nerf just reminded me, a way to avoid them seems to be that their weakness is water. They cannot swim. If they get into water, they will drown.
Mic on.
They are gone. If there's anything else you'd like to ask, then... Alright, seems not.
All right.
Zindex,
Zindex or CMP, whichever you two wants to go up next. Actually, we'll just run all of TC at the end. Zindex, go ahead.
Yeah. All right. I was for a large part of the event at the beginning. I was scouting with Litterbird, and once I spotted them, I'd say Litterbirds are one of the safer vehicles to try and scout or follow the Gregories with, because as much as they were able to kill my whoever I had on the sides, they were not able to damage me a lot. We also noticed that the most damage they usually did to us in the Little Bird pilot and co-pilot was up to 25% or 25 HP. I also literally watched them do mitosis and just multiply out of nowhere. The Gregory would jump up into the air and 2 would come down. And that's how kind of there ended up being like 5 or more.
Hi, there's an M1 brute coming into the auditorium.
What the fuck?
Bro.
Fuck.
Evacuate, evacuate,
Are
evacuate
you
now!
move?
You gotta go out to the zip side, go out to the zip side. Go out to the zip.
It's
Tag shoot it, tag shoot it.
Deny in the hallway.
instances, other than the fact that .1 weaponry seemed to be more effective against it, and generally they're not very good against infantry unless they land directly on you.
Alright. Let's see here. We'll cover TC last, because I feel like you guys will probably have the most contribute. ID, I hope you're keeping track of all this so far. Because if anyone's going to test counters, it's going to be you guys. So,
Yeah.
if you haven't started taking notes, do so now. There's this cool thing called Notepad you should all have access to.
It's also on your tablet and also on Google.
Hang on, space. Term request given by CX. Lootcraft, this was... What do you mean term request? Inside of the graveyard? Or are you talking about the ones that were on site today? Considering what has happened today, I think there's a higher priority on figuring out ways to kill it than preserving its effects. We've seen what it's capable of. Murder, it's capable of nothing else. We have to prioritize our survival over this. Over the instance.
Mm-hmm.
Now, granted, if CX overrule that, then go with what they say. Alright.
Besides, I have my toaster, so there's an unlimited supply.
Alright, anyone else who wants to speak, just stand in front of the stage. Just SFL it. First come, first serve. Y'all better get down there. I know y'all want to talk, but you gotta see it there. Alright, Kabir, you're first up.
Alright, so during the invasion, right before it started, I was hearing roars and the lights were flickering, and then while we were hearing weird noises. Autumn was hearing weird noises, and then a weird text popped up saying something about they needed our help, but we betrayed them and or something, and then he said that, and then they mentioned, and then another message inside lower EA. That's when the power kicked off. When we were patrolling lower EA to get down to O12. They were saying that they mentioned something about another something called Igor or something. We do not know what it is, but
we know what Egon is.
We know what Egon is.
Oh. No, can someone explain to me what it is then?
Actually, you know what? Yeah, let's catch the rest of the department up to speed. Can we dump the O12 lore? Someone who's experienced. I think Magic, you got a lot of knowledge on this. Or
Okay, yes.
Necro
Basically,
okay.
Am I allowed to speak on the funny thing that was classified up until this point?
DM me what it is, and we'll go from there.
Alright, anyways, back to this. So basically, what the magic of the creature was speaking to, they were referring to TC inside O12, inside the dimension O12 dimension. Then we got a message alert from the terminal saying that that we should not to trust the creature speaking to us, speaking to us, who's guiding us through O12, because they said that they were evil. So we decided to. So basically, with no other options, we decided to defy the creature, and then the creature started freaking out. And we believe that the Void Walker has something to do with this. The Void Walker might have got pissed off. What if we didn't defy it? I don't know. What if we became its ally instead? I don't know.
Think about it. Hasn't the terminal been the one threatening to kill us for a while now? What if we decided to not listen to the terminal and instead side with what O12 has been telling us?
I don't know. I guess the invasion would have never happened because O12
Aiden, counterpoint to that. O12 has been trying to kill us multiple times before this.
Yeah. Gregory tried to kill you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. That's all I have for you then.
Anyways,
Mecha can
anyways, so basically we believe
Yeah,
that
so-
we killed one gone to our dimension until got out of boat 12 and went into our dimension, so it was causing havoc all over it.
All right, I'm gonna cut you off there because we're running on time. So, ways to interpret that: it's either it's either O12 being edgy or cause and effect due to us not aiding O12. So this may be yet another GOI relation to manage, just the entirety of O12. So, that's another thing to put it to the drawing board. Malcolm will give me something in a moment. Go ahead. I'm giving you 2 minutes.
I just wanted to say something real quick. When a Gregory was trapped inside of ME, 6 to 8 direct shots from Blackhawks were ineffective at all, and they seem to not be effective at all, just for the IF.
We shot multiple times
That
with
was
the tank general.
that was most likely the main instance of the Gregors. So.
All right, Soy, 2 minutes for you as well.
So I'd like to say that every time the horns were apparently it was a call for migration for these Gregory.
Yeah, I said it. We killed one.
So, for example, they were attacking ME, and after everyone evacuated ME and everyone was at NS, the horns sounded, and out of nowhere, about 8 Gregories appeared out of nowhere at NS. I'd like to say that Gregories can actually fly, not just jump. They can fly and drift in the sky, because somehow the 8 of them just drifted out of nowhere. So, yep.
All right, pointless. If you can't use your mic, I'll give you an extra minute.
Mecha, I said yes.
All right, Magic, once this is wrapped up, you could dump the O12 lore, including that information.
Okay.
All right, next up on the list, Space, you've got 2 minutes.
It is correct.
Alright, I'm just gonna be short about this. So from what I heard from Tag, they do not seem to have a heartbeat from the heartbeat sensor. That's all.
All right, TC, I'm gonna call y'all. Actually, Bio, I know Bio want to speak. Bio, go ahead. Go for it. Ask TC. I don't know.
There was no physical body of the entity in EA.
It was just like an eye.
It was.
Other than that, we didn't really have any. Like, we saw no entity besides the terminal deciding to go flying for a bit.
All right.
Actually, I'm gonna real quick before you get TC up here. I'm gonna throw in my 2 cents. Its navigational abilities, especially in tight spaces, did not seem very good. Like there was one in interior NS, but it just seemed to get stuck, and they would even get stuck out in the tundra. They are not very good at navigating.
So it's like CMP.
All right.
High level of mobility, but not good at navigating.
All right. It was communicated in VC. Yes, this is the debrief ID. So, anything they need to know, everyone here can know. We're gonna ask that in a moment. Hang on.
Let him watch Channel 11 in peace.
Okay.
Test.
But you guys need to start taking notes on this shit because I don't want aliens to be invading Glacier. And I shouldn't be.
TC, you guys are up. Any anomalous effects you noticed? Just come up here, step on the stage if you got anything. If none of you have anything, oh hello.
Wow, I'm disappointed in my Bambi's and Singular Trapper. Disappointing. Anyways, I would like to state that I do not think there was anything we could have done to prevent this situation, because the entity within O12 was being actively hostile to us before we entered Relayer. I mean, it did its purge phase twice to us, so that's something. As well, I would like to say that communications during this event were pretty dog shit, so try to work on that, please. Otherwise,
sorry, go ahead.
point one guns seem to be effective against it.
All right.
fucking
What about
rocket ball.
flamethrowers? Anyone notice any 02, 08 regular flame? Anything? Any of you? I saw TC using it.
It was used a lot, but no noticeable effects. But at the same time, there's a large margin of error due to their health
Okay.
pool.
No 02. All right. That's food for thought next time then. I mean,
02 was used.
02
I
is a consistent
watched-
fix all button. We might as well keep trying it. TC, unless you have anything else to add, I'm giving you guys 10 seconds. Going once, twice, 3, 4.
I believe that the changing colors of O12 was the layers being broken off from O12.
That is possible.
That is
Immediately after this, I'm
Alright.
going to be hosting an expedition to
Alright.
O12.
All right, ID, go for it. Necro said when you wanted to speak, so
Warcraft,
get at it.
go up. You were asking.
All right, I'm giving you 3 minutes.
They have offered to stream for you to make it easier as long as they go with the next expedition
We're not bringing
party.
RW in.
Overruling.
We
I've
are
already
not.
told ID that if anyone else brings an RW into GL, I'm opening an info leaking case on the spot.
Oh God.
I can get NTSH on TS if needed.
I don't want to use departmentals either. If there's no other TS available, then fine, but not RW. We're not going to show them green layer.
Is green still unknown to RW?
They know
Not
about it.
fully.
But
They know about it now,
No.
but there is a lore announcement in the works.
And they don't know as much as we do
Yeah,
yet. We're going to keep it that way. All right, Lovecraft, are you referring to... Lovecraft, how does the current communication system with Cygnus work? If you could explain to us here. All right, so on that note, I'll talk to the HRs and propose a idea, but that can be sorted out later because we are on the clock. Luck, is there anything else? Luck. All right, if you two want to go have that dispute, have it in the back of the stage. Magic.
Okay.
All right,
Okay, I'm just gonna say.
give the lore dump and anything else.
Okay, for starters, ED, please just make like a platform in the middle of the lake. Because if this happens again, we can just evacuate there because the Gregs can't swim.
Is that not what the island in the middle of the lake is?
I was
We
gonna
could also
say.
just use that, but okay, for future evacuations.
Wouldn't making a bridge let the Gregs cross it?
Who said anything about a bridge?
Yeah, no, let's just make sure there's like a helipad, just like a few.
The only thing I'm
balls.
concerned about is that the mountain that overlooks the lake might be close enough and high enough that the Gregs can reliably jump off of it.
All right.
It's still better than nothing.
For this pacemakers, cough, cough.
Anyways,
next point.
If nobody has any comments, I'm going to be going over what happened with Green Layer.
All this information is classified, so please do not repeat it outside of this VC. Go ahead. Magic.
Classified until the lore announcement drops in probably a couple days. So, I forget which day, about a month ago, Pallet discovered a green crystal within Red Layer. This led to a 5-hour-long search for a Green Layer portal, which ultimately led us into the maze of Red Layer, and then subsequently we found Green Layer. We hosted another 6 hours of expeditions, which we immediately found the exit portal. We found we found a plasma lake area. We found a new type of orb, which is hereby referred to as the Augment Orb. We found a new Collapse Orb, and we found a new Green Orb. We were also able to find a safe zone in the area we are referring to as the Graveyard, which, notably relating to this event, has multiple mentions of Egon, Egon's Lair, a war that happened, and numerous other things. Specifics are just can be explained later, but apparently that's all the main important details for now.
All right.
Oh yeah, also Gregory is inside the graveyard, and that's how we originally named them. We also discovered a way to sort of activate them. We have a work in progress containment area around them. And if the activation method we have theorized works, we'll be able to freely test on Gregory at any time.
All right. Anyone have any questions? If not, we're going to get to the final section of this. All right. No questions, I'm assuming?
Yeah.
If Tina says there's something, we'll address it there. All right. Final notes. Clearly some changes need to happen on site. So, just all HC here. Any recommendations for changes to site operations in the coming days? Anything of that sort that you would like to put forward?
If there's anomalous activity at a site, civils should not be at that site.
I'm pretty sure that's in the AOS.
Well, they
Yeah,
were
that's
doing that today.
evacuations were immediately ordered the moment
No, they weren't.
EA started to
No
go.
shit
under
happened.
No, the issue I'm having is that when the terminal started flying, ID just fucking crowded around it with no concern. It just started staring at it.
So
Also, even when the entity was like really attacking EA, they weren't even leaving.
All right, so that's a note for
Croco,
civils. When
hold on.
entity assaults are occurring, like if entities are in the area, like that's fine. You could sit there and just wait if they're not being aggressive. The second they're being aggressive, that's your cue to exit stage left by either tram. Aside from that, I'm gonna shelve my idea to declare a state of emergency until we determine if this is a regular thing or not. All right, the debrief is officially over. You are all free to go.